Over the past 8 weeks, I've been working with a group of students here at Archbishop Tennyson School in London. And this is where Higher Achievement Workshop started. What you will see over the next few minutes is how powerful and transforming this experience was for those young people. Now, the impact that this will have on those students in the future is not measurable right now, but taking action plants the seeds of growth for a positive future. Do you remember the time when you were a child? Do you remember the time when you were 10 years old and you couldn't wait to become a teenager? Do you remember the time when you were a teenager and you were counting days to turn 18, so you were allowed to do whatever you want? See, going to school growing up and just being young can seem very simple, easy, and effortless, especially when you compare it with all the problems and challenges you face in adulthood. However, I believe that many of us have not realized that the reason why things seem so challenging and obstacles tougher to navigate is because we didn't develop the right attitude and mindset towards them when we were children.
So I would like to someday be at that level, to be known as doing that. I want to be known for doing something good, like improving the world and stuff.
Really good, thank you.
I feel like when, especially in schools, when people are like, they categorize good people and like the high achievers always get this, high achievers always get that, but they don't focus on anyone else. So I feel like it's better to say that everyone is a high achiever in their own aspects. They're a high achiever.
What have you learned about yourself during this course, during this workshop?
I've learned quite a lot of things, life skills, things to help me out in situations where I may be stuck in, but when I've learned the 1, 2, 3 exercise, it helped quite a lot. And in recent, issues, I've used it and it's helped quite a lot. And it helped when when I think about previous occasions. I think about it and now if I have that same situation and different people, I know how to go about it and be mature about it, and trying to think positive and thinking positive and just live life positively. Even though there's obstacles, there's always a way to go around it.
I've learned many things like Kristen in this workshop, and I have making use of some of it. And the most important or the useful thing I've learned in this workshop is that I could do more than I already am doing. Like I could excel further if I do what was learned in this workshop.
At first, I learned that I am easily distracted and my mindset to learning wasn't correct. But over the course of this workshop, I've really improved it, and I've acquired a stronger mindset, and I've learned that I need to let go of certain distractions.
You don't have to have the best grades, and you don't have to be doing the most advanced thing to be a high achiever. You can be a high achiever in different ways through the way you think and the way you do things and approach different situations. And I also learned that there's different ways that you can stretch your ability to do things. You don't always have to do it a set way that might be uncomfortable for you to succeed in something.
I learned that if I like something, then I'll put in the work for it, and I'll be more focused and committed to it.
I've learned that focusing on what I want shows me the true path of how to actually get it. So if I want something, I go for it. I don't try, but I go. Nothing to think about, just go.
I've learned that my ability the ability that I have that is very strong. Even the things that I don't think about, this workshop makes me think about very deeply, and I think it's just helped me more with my mind. My mindset is it helped my mindset get stronger.
I've learned about myself that there's a chance that I can change. So if I choose not to do something, then that means I'm just only having one specific perspective, and that's only mine. But if I think about what other people want, so I can be able to change, then I might be able to do it. And that's what this workshop has helped me think about, because like normally before this started, I wouldn't think about that 1, 2, 3 exercise. I would just be like, no, you're wrong. I don't care about what you have to say. But like, I'll still say something like that along the lines of that. But I'll just think about it in their perspective as
So
well.
what's the lesson? What was your lesson?
The lesson is that I should think carefully. So if I say something, I'm not too rash with what I say.
Mm-hmm.
And I can be able to understand why they would say something like that, because everyone has a reason to say what they want to say. That was like one of the first ones that I did, and then after you had to close your eyes, and then after you'd start telling us things that we had to imagine us going towards.
Like most of the things that Jeremiah was saying, I think it was very like useful, especially the 1, 2, 3 exercise, because I've even like been in situations like that I had to think about. Like even though like I might be angry, I have to think about why the other person might do that, or like in their position, like how it would feel. Yeah, and also the thinking about like my goals like in the future, like how it made me feel, like it was just like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that like even if I could just get to that goal.
Academically, I want to be positive. I want to be in a situation where I'm happy and I'm not, nervous or I'm scared, and be open about how I feel with my family and my peers in school. And this could help, in the long run. So when I'm in year 11, I'll be more positive and I will be more, happier when I'm at school, and it generally helps, especially out of school, when I'm with my family and friends.
I would like to improve my grades as well as my position in school. I would like to do better than last time, compare it and see where I've gone wrong and where I've gone right.
I want to feel comfortable in my lessons and with my grades. I need to make sure that I step up, I get better, and I just improve altogether.
Mm-hmm. And how are you going to do that?
By going into my journal and looking at some steps on how I can improve.
I want to put myself in the best position possible for my exams so that I have a decent future. And also, in terms of outside of school, I would like to get into a better professional level in my athletics.
And how are you going to do that?
Train harder and...
Speak up, please.
Yeah, train harder and have a positive mindset that it could happen.
Mm-hmm. Imagine at 15 you could plant a seed of self-awareness, self-improvement, positive attitude, stronger focus and better understanding of others' behavior, and also ability to act versus react. Tell me, how different would your life look like right now? How different would you think today? How would it impact the decisions you make? I'm trying to share something with you which will help you to enjoy not only school more, but also life. Higher Achievement Workshop is about planting those seeds of self-awareness, so students can not only understand themselves but also those around them, their peers, teachers, parents, friends, and even strangers. So where do you see yourself in 6 months? What would you like to achieve for yourself in school and outside of school?
To be a triple threat. If you're a triple threat, like for drama, it's useful to be a triple threat, which means dance, act, and sing. And that was like one of my New Year's resolution as well. And to be honest, I don't think that I've lived up to that resolution, but it is possible. It's not impossible, but like since I've got lots of things going on, then that means I might not have my attention shift to that resolution and think, that's something that I'm just gonna do later. But instead, I want to do it like now, but I want to be able to do everything in the triple threat now. So that when it
Where
comes
are you going to
time-
be in 6 months?
Oh, 6 months. Yeah, but it's still linked to 6 months to be able
Okay.
to do the things.
In school, like satisfaction that I know I'll do well on my GCSE exams. Like year 10, it's not about like, oh, we have one more year, we can like study next year. Now it's just we should start like revising from now. So next year we won't have to work as hard, but like we still put in the work, but we won't be like stressing if we didn't revise in year 10.
Yeah, mine is similar to what David said for school. And outside of school, I would want to play football, like professionally.
I want to be in a new like football academy, and I want to like improve on my grades, like get good like GCSE like when I'm leaving.
The main purpose of Higher Achievement Workshop is to work closely with small groups of students to help them overcome any barriers to learning so they can unlock their potential. With achievement at the forefront of our ideas, our workshop enables students to start noticing their progress, become more aware and focus on their strengths. Now, I appreciate the fact that it's easy to say and a lot more difficult to do. However, if we focus on what's difficult, that will take us nowhere. It's about creating the leaders of tomorrow. Think about it. The more aware and mindful they become, the better their and our future will be. Is there anything that you've learned during the course that you would like to help somebody with or show somebody because you believe that it will help them as it helped you?
Actually, the 1, 2, 3 exercise would help like a lot of people, because like people can get angry really quick and not think about how the other person is feeling or why they did something. So if you understand the task, then you'll be able to relax and know where the other person is coming from.
Yeah, definitely the 1, 2, 3 exercise. That's like probably most useful, because even just thinking about it, like it could just like change like the whole like perspective of like that situation, and like really you have to like go deep into it. I think it just helps, like especially like just telling my friends or just showing them like, how it works. They'll be thinking more with like their mind, not with their like feelings.
What about you, German?
The 1, 2, 3 exercise and what makes a high achiever, so they can be able to understand that because you might be in like a set above me, or you might be more knowledgeable. If you share that knowledge with me and then I do well, then you're still gonna be knowledgeable. It's not like I'm stealing knowledge. You're giving me knowledge.
And in a subject that I don't like, I wouldn't focus as much in it because I thought there was no use to it. But then we did the task and I realized that there's some stuff I can get out of it. And then yeah, you'll focus more because you know it's not for nothing.
Higher Achievement Workshop is designed to open their eyes, their ears, their mind to the things which they were not conscious about, so they can become better problem solvers and action takers, now and in the future. Have you ever actually tried to learn from your students, from your children? See, they're coming to school to learn, to become educated, to become brighter and knowledgeable people. At home and at school, those young people are under so much pressure. They're either under constant supervision or no supervision at all. They're expected to tick all the boxes by teachers, parents, and adults. On the other hand, they're being ignored. This process becomes so intense that there is no connection, no communication, no flow, and no understanding. Why other students can benefit from it, and who is this workshop for?
I think this workshop's more of an opportunity, a great opportunity, and it's people who want to take, the pride and, the greatness of doing it, and you learn a lot of things. It's not like a skip class sort of thing. You will learn something, no matter what, and I think it's for the positive-minded people that want to be somewhere, and they want to learn it, and as well as express it, with other people, and teach them as well.
It's for everyone. It's not for a specific group. Like
Just
Janai
speak
said,
up, okay?
you don't, like Janai said, you don't have to be like the brainiest person to be a high achiever. It can be anyone if you think like you're a high achiever.
Yeah. So, being honest, people might come to this and think it's not what they thought it was, because I actually thought it was just going to be like revision class. It was actually quite better. It's actually a lot better because now I can actually go into lessons and just anywhere in the real world, and I could just apply all these steps and everything I've learned into my life now. That before I might be uncomfortable and not sure of what to do, and now I can actually like use everything I've learned, and this can actually better me.
This workshop should be like for everyone that actually wants to like know like what they're doing wrong and how can they improve from it. So this workshop actually shows you like distraction. You get distracted all the time, just that you don't think of it as a distraction, just think of it like a little thing, but you don't know how much it's affecting you in your life. Yeah, such as like if I was doing work in class, someone started talking to me, then at the end of the lesson, like I've been talking the whole time instead of writing down, like getting proper knowledge into my brain, showing like I'm wasting time. So life is not quick. It's short. Life is short, and yeah, make most of it.
Yeah, like David said, it's for everyone or anyone who wants to understand where they're going wrong or understand what holds them back, or they should participate in it if they want to become like a better person or further understand themselves.
I think really and honestly, it could be for anyone, even if they think that they have like a strong like mind, and even that like even if they're like at the top, they still could like need help like with the higher achiever thing, so they could like even like go on further and further.
This workshop may be for people who are teenagers, our age, or maybe a year younger, because this will help them in their future. Like for example, GCSEs, learning new ways to approach things can be beneficial. They won't be stuck, or they will know how to approach it better. I'll say that. Yeah, just for teenagers. But, yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you so much and well done. High five. What if we turn things around and slow down for a moment? What if we start learning from those amazing people while remembering that not long ago we were in their shoes? What if we start observing carefully why they say what they say, why they think and act in a certain way? And what do you see? Instead of criticizing or judging them straight away, what if we slow down, calm down, sit them down and have a genuine conversations with them, so we can learn how to support the leaders of tomorrow to aim higher, achieve more, and become the best version of themselves. Out of the city, okay? How do you look?